Hey guys, how are you? This is Mr. Argueta coming to you in week number 3 of our Principles of Management course online. I apologize. Last week I had a little bit of difficulty managing my, recording. I ended up getting a phone call in the middle of my recording. I went to reject the call, of course, and then I don't know why it muted the video. But anyhow, here we are, week number 3. Let me tell you about a couple things that's happened so far and where we're at in our class. So week number 1 has been completely graded. I have went through the discussions, a couple pretty cool stuff that I wanted to mention to you guys about some of the people in our class. So first and foremost, let me tell you, a lot of coffee drinkers in this class, but Raven Duck, pretty cool name, last name by the way, Raven Duck. Her mom drinks Bustelo. So shout out to you, Miss Raven, for having a pretty cool mom. Couple things. Lupita is from Chicago, was born in Chicago, came down here by the age of 4, it looks like, and been living in Georgia. Welcome to my fellow Chicago in good old Chi-Town. Benjamin is first semester. Killed it on the discussions, brother. I appreciate you taking the extra effort and getting me some good content. But the winner of the discussions this week, Janet, 7 post. Janet, you are my champion. You are my hero. Awesome work. What do we got? We got Brianna, which was ready to go. Jumped on this, got it started, hit it strong. Brianna, do not slow down. We're on week number 3 this week. Next week is week number 4, which is your midterm. No discussion, just the midterm. And we're more than halfway through the semester. That's how quick this goes. You are almost, basically, at the end of this week, you're halfway through the semester. So you're almost done. Keep going. Couple other people mentioned, where do I get my coffee from? This coffee, Bustelo. Actually, I have a K-cup type of machine, a Keurig, and they sell the little K-cups at like Kroger or Food City or wherever. It's a red and yellow container, and it's called Bustelo with a Buestello. Pretty decent coffee. I don't put any creamer to it. Every now and then I'll do a cafe con leche, but it's an okay drink to drink straight black. I put a little sweetener in it, and that's it. Normally eat like a biscotti in the in my I dip a little biscotti. Anyhow, that being said, I get it from Kroger, Food City. Kristen Pope, also coffee drinker. Bustelo, go for it, give it a shot. There's another coffee called Illy's, which is an Italian brand. You can't find it very often, but Kroger has had them a couple times. Quality coffee. Coolest name in the class so far, Katera. It sounds like a name that came from some type of when I was a kid, I would watch He-Man. Katera sounds like a name that came from He-Man. But pretty cool name. Shout out to you. Other than that, I think Katera also mentioned that she knew of a coffee she sold called Oregon Gold. That seems to be something pretty good. I gotta find that, look it up. Anyhow, pretty cool people in the class. That's just to mention a few. Shout out to you guys for doing a great job in our discussion post. Once again, your discussion is 30% of your grade. So I promise you this is going to impact your grade the most in all that we do. Some of you had a difficult time with the first or second week. Move on. Don't worry about it. Don't go back. Trust me on this. Okay, guys? Stay focused on this week's folder. Work on that. Don't worry about last week. It's gone. There's no reason to stay stuck there. We will work through this together, okay? So please, if you stick with me, I promise you we're going to be okay. If you put your effort in and you do your part, we're going to be okay. So week number 2, I'll be grading that discussion this week. Don't forget to reply to this video. That's part of your grade. Some of you are going to look at your discussions and you're going to have a 95. You're going to be like, why did I get a 95? It's probably because you didn't do all 4 interactions. And what I mean by that is the first one is your original post. The second interaction is going to be replying to a student, then you reply to a second student, and you reply to my video. That's 4 interactions that you have to have in discussions. Give me solid content. Don't just agree with someone. Tell them why you agree. Don't just put up, hey, what's going on, guys? Like, show me content. That's what I want. Not a word minimum. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be counting words. I want to see that you took time to interact with students just like you would have in a normal classroom. We're in week number 3. This week, we're going to be talking about SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis is something that's used in business to compare what's going on around you, what's happening in your industry, in your field. I want you to create a SWOT analysis. And SWOT stands for a strength, a weakness, an opportunity, and a threat within your business environment. So the strengths and weaknesses are going to be an internal to your business. So if I was Apple and I was doing a SWOT analysis, what are some of my strengths? Name brand recognition, new technology. Those are all things that I control within my organization and their strengths that I have in industry. What are some of my weaknesses? Maybe my cost is too high. Maybe manufacturing. Maybe it's a lot of problems. Those are internal. Opportunities is where outside of my business, I have an opportunity to grow. Maybe it's another market, another segment in the market. And then what are some of my threats? Maybe some of my threats, and they're also external. Maybe some of my threats is Samsung's Galaxy. It's moving quickly, gaining market share. They're all threats that are outside of my industry. So I want you to pick a company and create a SWOT analysis. What would be really cool is if you pick a local company within your community and then create a SWOT analysis of their environments. So week number 3 will be pretty exciting to go through your SWOT analysis. Don't forget to reply to 2 students and this video or my video. And I am going to be reading through week number 2. So please make sure that you're completing your work as much as you can. I think that should cover it. This week, we're getting closer and closer to our election. As I mentioned last week, make sure you get out and vote. I'd love to hear if you guys have gotten your vote in already. Let me know. Hit me up in these replies. I voted or didn't vote, whatever. Don't tell me who you voted for. I'm not interested. That's not the purpose of that. I just want to make sure that you are using your right to voice your thoughts. Other than that, guys, I think that should cover it. This week is going